I need to say right at the outset that I'm no expert on crimping tools. This is the only one I have. But I do get very tired of trying to wrap loose wires around terminals like on this battery here. So I decided to try a crimping tool and getting this to be a setup that I can easily take apart and put back together. And it worked. Now here's what I've learned. There's all different types of things that need to be crimped. But most of us are going to use type B, insulated terminals and nylon terminals. I don't use heat shrink connectors. That's more like an automotive type thing. There's non-insulated terminals and open barrel terminals and wire end terminals and solder connectors. But I'm a pretty simple guy, so I mainly use these type of things that come in 3 different sizes that are red, blue, and yellow. On my first attempt with this, I learned something. First of all, how to get it open is to squeeze it. So that being done, I put a wire into this and I began to crimp it, and the wire came out. I thought, well, I need to release it. I personally could not find a way to release it without continuing to go all the way down to where it releases, which of course finished off this little wire end here. But it does work well for these types of things. Here's one here. If I were to stick a wire in there, I could crimp it depending on the wire size. And they're labeled nicely. This will do size 22 to 16. This the larger wire 16 to 14. And this the larger wires yet, sizes 10 to 12 AWG. It's a nice tool. If you like to crimp things, it'll do the job for you. As you can see, these wires are nicely holding on to where they were crimped onto the end. I put black tape around this end just so I wouldn't get mixed up and hook these wires up backwards. Since the crimps themselves, the wire ends themselves, are labeled color-wise for different sizes of wire, and since I was dealing with number 16 wire here, I needed to use red for it to crimp properly, but I needed to signify that this goes on the negative end of the battery.